This one comes from Silicon Valley. It was time to hear about and from Silicon Valley, right? From a researcher who investigates future business models and the coming social shifts that are associated with them. He's a CEO of a group called Crowd Companies. His speech is about predictive systems. Please welcome Jeremiah Ouyang.
We all know that self-driving cars are coming. But what does it mean to society? In 5 years, 50 years, or 500 years? The answers are going to surprise you, delight you, and scare you. It all starts with these cars connecting to our digital lives. They're going to connect to everything about us. First, they're going to connect to our calendars on our phones. And it's going to know when you need to go to a meeting to meet friends or colleagues, and it'll automatically route a ride to you. It'll also connect to your smart fridge and order food before your spouse asks you to pick up the milk or the eggs. It'll also connect to your social networks and kind of know what type of mood you're in. So when you get in that car, that particular ambiance will be set. And it might even connect to your search engine results and the things that you care about, and it might surprise you and take you to the restaurant that you didn't even know that you wanted to go to. When it connects to all these digital technologies, these vehicles actually become alive, like living creatures, because they can anticipate what we need before we actually need it. But it won't stop there. They're going to evolve even further into something we can't even imagine yet. Let me paint that picture when these cars become alive. Just like humans, these cars will go to work for us. They will pick up passengers, pick up packages, and they'll actually generate revenue and put that into a bank account just like we do as workers. And just as us humans eat, they will use that extra money to go pay for charging and ensure that it's always up to snuff. It won't stop there. Just as we self-improve ourselves by going to advanced education or doing fitness, these things will self-improve themselves. They might upgrade the tires or fix the upholstery, or maybe have the latest entertainment system upgraded into its car, increasing its desire. Then something magical happens. It can sense and analyze that it's at full capacity, and at that particular moment, that car knows, like us humans, it needs to reproduce. It will sense that it needs to buy another car to add into its fleet. But it won't stop there. These smart technologies will grow at an exponential rate. They will purchase other cars just as all technologies are growing at a distributed rate. What it means is that this is actually a new species that we're creating that is self-independent, free of potential central control, and growing beyond the ways that we can even understand. Now, you're probably thinking, Jeremiah, that sounds a little far-fetched. But for those that have studied the mysterious Bitcoin, we don't know who created it. It is independently working in a distributed network, free of centralized control, and it's growing. Those same principles can apply to this new type of technology. We just haven't seen those marry together yet. So what does this mean to society? Well, on one hand, this is very scary. This is a potential dystopia where we're turning over control to our robot overlords that will dictate and determine what we're going to do in the day. We won't even have to think about it. They'll know everything about us. But on the other hand, this is a utopia where we can all benefit by laboring less. Society is much more efficient. These cars are much safer, and they're using clean, sustainable technologies, improving society and the environment. We could all be happier. So what can we do to negate the risks and make sure we maximize the opportunities? My next vision is, instead of planning for self-driving cars, we need to plan that we are actually designing a new species. Whether we like it or not, it is inevitable that these cars will become alive. Plan now. Thank you.